All right, back after a very long hiatus of not racing. Back to doing some ladder racing. My first ladder race back since early August. So here, back with Coalition again, but with a new group of riders. I haven't ridden with this team before. It's Unarium, so given my absence and my loss of fitness, it's a different group. Actually, sort of, I think in the next week or so, I might be racing with some familiar faces. Um, Doing my usual anxiety and worry about changing wheels, which really doesn't make all that much difference, but for whatever reason, all of us Swifters seem to do it. Out of the pens here, luckily no one's going for a really big hard start. It's the Gotham grind reverse. So the hills aren't as bad. I think you go the other way. It's a little bit more hilly. There's a little bit more opportunities to jump. But again, I don't know, not as familiar with the New York map as some of the other maps. So this one, fairly straightforward uphill sprint at the end. The plan was to try to go together on some of these hills, see how it goes. But again, they're not really steep enough for attacks at this point. I'm just trying to do my best to stay with the group. A little challenging playing with the mouse for a little bit there because we couldn't get the right names on the ladder leaderboard. The live ladder leaderboard was sauce, so I was playing with that for a little bit. Seem to get being stuck outside the draft. My controllers are always seem to be a bit buggy, low on. So here, my right one just quit on me. So I was trying to figure that out. Fell off the back, but luckily the pace wasn't too high, so I was able to come through and get back up into the group again. So here we're starting to get towards one of those climbs, but you see there's not really that much of a pitch here. No one's so again I guess we didn't push too hard. We were gonna wait till the second lap. So here BG just kind of goes off the front and they don't do too much to follow, so he just kind of sneaks. It's the attack that wasn't an attack, so it goes from 1 second 2 seconds, and they just let him ride away. So now we're in the nice position of not having to do any work on the front. We've got a rider who's gaining time, not really having to do tack, just riding at a decent pace, not pushing too hard, just out there, and it keeps climbing here. My steering's all wonky. I don't know what's going on, but again, I'm able to stick with the pack, keep going, and DJ's gap just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we're just happy to let it go. If someone tries to sort of bridge over, we try to cover those attacks. I wasn't great on covering attacks. You can see, even at a relatively low power, my heart rate is high. Again, I haven't raced in a while. I'm just doing some rides, getting back into fitness, but this is my first real race. So just doing my best. Just my goal was just make sure that I hang with the pack, don't get dropped, and slowly build back up to being a bit more competitive and towards the pointy end of races, being a bit more of a key player and doing some fun stuff in races. Today was just seeing where I was at, trying to make sure that the legs are back, make sure that the fitness is getting there. Here we've got DG's already out to 17 seconds. So Thomas occasionally will throw something in, but we're doing our best to cover those, and it's kind of a bit, I wouldn't say, maybe demoralizing is not the right word, but when you're trying to bridge and then okay, I'm just going to be dragging these guys back up to their teammates for a counterattack. So it kind of discourages folks from making those if they're going to get someone right on their wheel. See, my right controller kept sticking. If anytime I tried to steer right, it would keep me out to the right. Bit frustrating, but again, it wasn't the end of the world. Here we're finishing up the first lap. So here, yeah, like I was saying, like finishes a nice uphill sprint. I do like to finish on this course. For a sprint finish, having an uphill sprint is kind of fun. It slows things down a little bit. So here, Thomas is sort of getting up off the front a little bit to try to close it. So we're getting some time is being eaten into DJ's gap here. We see they keep doing little work here, little work there, and it's slowly coming back. So at this point, sort of the plan is now to, okay, follow them up and then counter if we can over the top when we do catch. So now they are putting the effort. They see the times coming down, so they're really working to bridge across. We're down to 7 seconds now, and looking like we're going to get there right about the time that it starts to go uphill, which will be a good point for us if we have the legs, we have the energy to go over the top and do that counterattack. Just keep rolling through turns. They're rolling through turns, doing well. The gap isn't coming down too quickly, but we know that it's coming down. We know that sort of the catch is there. So Reed pushes and gets up. We bring a couple across. We have dropped a couple of their riders back. So now Reed is off the front, and now we can do the same thing and just cover Thomas as he goes. We lost 2 of their riders, so now we're 1 off the front, 3 versus 2 in the mid pack, and we've got a comfortable position here that we can kind of roll through. Don't have to do too much of the work. They did some of the work bridging that gap, burning some matches, and we're just happy here to follow through. Again, not do too much work at the end. So Thomas is making some efforts. We're kind of losing a bit here. DJ goes through, see if he can get something, but we're starting here to talk about, okay, what do we do for the sprint finish? Who's going to lead out? Who's comfortable with sprint? Who's got good legs? But you never know what's going to happen. You can make all kinds of plans. Things change, but we're pretty confident with Reed with 15 seconds, 3 kilometers to go, that we're not going to be in a position. So DJ here has sort of the tricky ghost, the dropout ghost, the ghost that's not a ghost. He would disappear and then reappear. We were a bit worried that we're going to have a dropout and the old Zwift mechanical, and maybe it would be down to 2 versus 2. But I think at this point, I think it's a comfortable team win and a comfortable win for Reed. So now it's just a matter of what is going to happen with the minor places. Nat has volunteered to do a lead out because DJ and I are both stronger sprinters. But here, Thomas goes, and we all work to cover. Again, I can't say I was great at covering the attacks tonight because I just didn't have the same legs and fitness as I would usually have. But we're able to get back in. The draft is there, and now we're less than a kilometer. And now DJ sort of, again, the ghost that's not a ghost, jumps back onto the screen. Nat goes late. I just let it go. And then here, just try to do my best to hold off Thomas as much as I can. And I think it was about 6/100ths of a second that I was able to hold on for third. So better than I thought I would do for the first race back. So hopefully the first of many. It's a fun time.